So, I put him as tall.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Welcome to 2K Sports, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson, sitting alongside the Big Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal, and the prop plane, Kenny Smith. The action tonight will be happening out in Los Angeles, where the Clippers will be going up against the Houston Rockets. And for Houston, one of the things they'd like to accomplish, getting good shots. Maybe easier said than done. Defenses are quick to adapt, but they know that that's what gives them the best chance to win. And tonight, we'll be seeing Russell Westbrook, somebody who impacts every facet of the game. And, of course, Kenny, we know he averaged a triple-double at one point.
You know what? Westbrook and the big O, Oscar Robertson, the only ones to ever do that in NBA history. That's amazing. And Russ continues to polish his game.
Not only that, Kenny, his motor is off the charts. Insane athleticism truly sets him apart.
Give me your best motor.
What car?
Ferrari. Truck. Mini Cooper. Okay.
That wraps it up here. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you later.
Mini Cooper.
The Staples Center filled to capacity. We'll see the Houston Rockets and the Los Angeles Clippers. Thanks for joining us, everyone. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines. And nothing tips off a broadcast like getting the lowdown from the sidelines. And we've got David Aldridge there for that. David, good evening.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, we know Rockets coach Mike D'Antoni was the architect of the 7 seconds or less offense in Phoenix. But he says we should have been more aggressive. We kept asking, is it too many threes? Now, there's no such thing. Kevin?
Great stuff, DA. Thanks. And tonight, Clark, 2 veteran clubs facing off mentally. We should see very few breakdowns either way.
Yeah, I like the way you put that, Kevin, because you're talking about experience, preparation, and mentality. And those are on display with these teams. They don't beat themselves. That's what you're basically saying. These are teams that you have to beat. So it should be fun to watch this matchup.
The good ones always pride themselves in being prepared in all ways, don't they?
Yeah.
For every game, as many as there are.
No question. And the other thing is when you're a veteran team, you're an experienced team that has some talent, it pains you when you give games away.
Tip-off goes to Houston. And the Houston Rockets starting 5. We've got Gordon. P.J. Tucker is out there with Harden. Then there's Russell Westbrook. And it's Capella in at the 5, home in the paint. And the dunk by Capella.
Well, I tell you what, Clint Capella does a really good job of playing with such energy and effort, particularly on the glass, and because of that, he can hurt you on the boards.
Now, here's Zubac. Shamet, he's covered by Westbrook, and denied. He sends it right off the glass. And here's Gordon. Kicks it to Harden. Back to Gordon. Passes it to Tucker. Just 5 to shoot. From 18 feet away, Westbrook can't get it to go.
And he's just a tough defender. Good positioning to get after that shot.
Did a good job guarding the mid-range, extended out nicely, and definitely bothered the shot.
Now here's Beverly. The shot, no good. Good work defensively by Capella. Swiped it away. Shamet, defended by Gordon. Beverly, the pass to George. And George with the stuff.
Love the unselfishness of Beverly. I mean, when he sees his teammate wide open, he quickly gets him the ball.
Rockets have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Westbrook against Beverly. Now here's Harden. He's guarded closely, and the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by George. here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Shot clock at 6. Here's Gordon.
Offensively, 1 of 4 to start. They're still trying to find their stroke.
And getting after it on the offensive glass and adding to that early total with the putback.
How about early attack mode? I love the approach he's coming to this game with. Really strong.
Now here's Leonard. Shoots over Tucker, and it's good off the back rim and in. Leonard's got his first bucket in this one.
Yeah, and from mid-range, Leonard's jump shot is money. It doesn't matter if it's off the dribble or catch and shoot. He never loses his touch.
And the dunk by Capella.
He's a high percentage scorer for a reason now. Capella, an alley-oop specialist.
And that was an Unleashed Chaos moment indeed. What a spectacular play. Sponsored by Under Armour Hover Habit. And it's good, 2 points.
Yeah, good awareness there. He sees an opening and doesn't hesitate.
Boy, it's a thing of beauty watching him attack the defense like that. I mean, they wanted no part of him on that layup.
Harden finds Capella. Outside Gordon. The 9-foot shot, and that one hits back iron. And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. Pass to Beverly. Now Zubats. In the corner, George with it. A miss that time. Would have put him up. Rockets have gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. Harden kicks to Gordon. From 13, after 2 misses to start the game, he's on the board with that shot made.
And Gordon's so efficient as a scorer, especially from the mid-range where he's almost automatic.
Pass to George. To the paint. Here's Zubats, and he goes in for the dunk.
Tell you what, George has gotten very good in the pick and roll, actually pretty deceptive when he's running the pick and roll. When you anticipate him pulling up for the shot, he'll take the defense by surprise with the slick pass to an open teammate.
And Greg Paul George, the league leader in steals and deflections in 2018.
And Frank Vogel, who coached him at Indiana, said he always thought PG had Allen Iverson's instincts in Scottie Pippen's body. He's talented enough to disrupt without gambling.
The Rockets shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line. First free throw is good.
You know, it's nearly impossible trying to defend Harden. I mean, he has it all in his package. One of the best penetrators in the game. He's a great passer, and we know what he can do scoring the ball.
Harden hits them both. Everly with the ball. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Here's the pass to Zubats. It's stolen by Capella. Harden right side. Paul George with the steal. Here's Beverly. The shot's good on the assist by George.
Boy, I like how Beverly takes advantage of these transition opportunities. He's crafty and clever at getting past the defense.
Westbrook surveying the D. Passes it to Gordon. In the corner, it's Westbrook. Just 5 on the clock. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
And Westbrook is a terror from the mid-range. Terrific at sticking it to the defense from that spot on the floor.
Leans, and it's the Clippers scoring again.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
Rockets have gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first. He kicks it to Harden. Buries it from three-point range. Harden's got 5 points so far.
Love the speed with which Harden gets his shot off, timing his release beautifully off the pass. Nice stuff.
Here's Leonard. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
That's not the kind of streak you want to be part of defensively. Tighten it up, fellas.
Now, here is Harden. He's got 5 outside Westbrook. Just 5 on the clock. And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That's his first foul. Chandler kicks to Harden. Three-pointer. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
Yeah, not a great shot there, especially when you got a lockdown defender guarding.
Agreed. I mean, when the defense is right there, you got to move the ball, make the extra pass. That's a case of a poor shot selection.
Now here's Rivers, following the miss by Lou Williams. Williams against Rivers. To the inside, Chandler. Back to Rivers. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. Rivers has got his first basket.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Beverly, the pass to Leonard. Plenty of daylight on that shot.
Leonard has really become so good at catching and firing. I mean, he doesn't allow the defense any time to alter his shot.
And now the first timeout called here for the Rockets.
You know, you look at most winning teams in this league, and there's no denying they have an identity, who they are and how they play consistently. The Rockets fall into that category, a defined style of play and pieces that fit pretty well.
Green, he's checked in for the Clippers. Harkless comes in for Patrick Beverly. Green, he's checked in for the Rockets. Here's Green. Now the dish to Rivers. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
George dishes to Harrell. The shot's good on the assist by George.
And it's good to see George concentrate on getting the ball to the open man. Excellent floor awareness.
Rivers kicks to Green. Down low, here's Chandler, and the dunk by Chandler.
And it's just been an avalanche of points here in the early going.
Yeah, you know, both teams scoring at a really steady clip. If you like good offense, you've come to the right spot. This is your game.
Here's Williams. The Rockets making the shot. Outside, George. 6 to shoot. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
And George is very capable at knocking down difficult shots. I mean, because of his size and stroke and ball handling and his added strength, he's able to shoot over good defense and knock them down.
And the basket by Harden.
You know what, guys? He can really light it up from the perimeter at times.
Clippers trail by 4. Outside Williams. Over in the corner, Harkless. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Harkless has got his first 3 points of the game. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for Houston. Dishes to Rivers. Pass to Green. Over Williams, and it's Houston with another.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense. There's PG creating for a teammate. Terrific dime drop.
Rivers against George. Harden surveying the D. Out of hand on it. Here's George to the middle, and Harrell slams it in.
And in terms of size, not your typical center, but man, he plays as big as any of them thanks to that terrific leaping ability.
Now here's Harden, defended by Harkless. And here's Green outside. No good that time. And the Clippers will come the other way. Now here's Harkless. He's guarded closer. Green against George. The kick out to Williams. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. And it's a 4-point Clipper lead.
The quick release. Let's just call him Sweet Lou, pumping it in from deep.
Outside, Green. Connects from three-point range. Green's got 5.
Okay, we got a nice little back and forth going here.
Yeah, and I like it. I love seeing that. It's a lot of fun when that happens. These teams are going at each other from the outside.
Houston's gone 3 of 5 from three-point land so far in the ballgame. Knocked away. There's 38 seconds left in the first. Lobbed up there for Chandler. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
You know, the athletic game of Chandler helps tremendously. He's awesome at flying up to complete alley-oops.
And George kicks to Williams. 23 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Green finds Harrell. Now Harkless. He's guarded by Chandler. And Harkless with the basket on the assist by Harrell. Harkless has got his second bucket.
You know, I think when you've got somebody that open on the perimeter, a good shooter, the kick-out's the only choice.
Here's Rivers. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him.
Love the fact that Paul George expends great energy at both ends of the floor. He's a rangy defender who's extremely disruptive.
A nice first quarter of play. We've seen plenty of offense so far. The Clippers on top, up 2. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere. Russell Westbrook is surly disposition on the court, but he talks about the power of positivity with his teammates.
Throughout the years, I've been trying to find ways to be a better leader. Leadership was a huge thing, and I felt the way I reacted to certain plays and my facial expressions and my demeanor can change a lot for a teammate.
You can't win it alone.
And for superstar players like Westbrook, individual greatness isn't enough. It's about elevating the team around him.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Clippers.
You know what, guys? It looks to me like they're really in sync here, all on the same page. They've already got a bunch of assists.
Yeah, also something I like out of them so far, they're throwing their bodies around in the paint, and the physicality is taking its toll.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. And so in the game for the Rockets, they've got Austin Rivers, also Green out there, Chandler out there with Harden. Here's George after Austin Rivers scored. And now running it up the court, Green pushing it all the way. Excellent D there from George.
Oh, great effort there. That's how you defend the paint.
Exactly. Can't play it any better than that, Greg.
Outside Williams. The teardrop falls in. Williams has got the lead up to 5 now for the Clippers.
Boy, the quick first step of Williams gets him in position for the teardrop.
Guarded by Green. It's not going to go for him. Pass to George. Back to Harkless. And he drops it in from the low post. Now it's a 7-point Los Angeles lead.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Harden the pass to Green. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. We know star power is critical, Clark, but when you look at the great bench players, what distinguishes them in your estimation?
A couple of things, Kevin, when you talk about outstanding role players. One is not only do they accept their role, they embrace it. They thrive in it. They really relish it. It could be impacting the game defensively or impacting it with energy and offensive rebound. Sometimes it's a designated scorer who comes off the bench to just inject offense. Lou Williams as a 6th man.
Sure.
Vinnie Johnson when he was with the Pistons. I mean, there are a number of guys. John Havlicek, his great Hall of Fame career was pretty much started as a 6th man. So Kevin McHale and so forth. You can go down the list, but they impact the outcome with some aspect or aspects of their game, which is awesome to see.
And the second free throw, good. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Over in the corner, Williams. Off target from outside.
And extending the D there, putting a lot of pressure on the shooter.
You're exactly right. Patrolling the perimeter well and didn't allow the shooter to get off a clean look. That's what you would call A-plus defense.
And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That's foul number 2 for him. Patrick Beverley, he's checked in for Los Angeles. And a switch here also for Houston. Westbrook's checked in. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Here's Rivers. He gets it in there. Rivers has got 4 points now in the quarter. Clippers leading by 4. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, the league has unveiled a 5-point plan to improve player-referee relations. Things became heated last season with a lot of star players ejected for arguing with officials. The emphasis on respect and clear standards of conduct on both sides can only help. Kevin?
Very good point, David. Completely agree. Thanks. Now Beverley, after Eric Gordon's three-pointer that didn't go.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. I mean, much better off making him go to the line.
The Clippers shooting their first free throws of this game.
Two shots.
And he makes the first. And the Clippers making a switch here. Zubac is checked in. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
Here's Westbrook. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
And it's the fearlessness of Westbrook. It's really refreshing to watch. When he's deep inside, he just goes right at you.
Now here's Leonard. 6 points for him, and he gets the bucket.
Man, you like this intelligence he plays with. You got to respect that. Gets to his spots and scores efficiently.
Rivers kicks to Westbrook. Back to Rivers. Houston moving it around. Westbrook, no good.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Leonard draws the double, and a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And so here is Houston. Westbrook against Beverly. Right side, Westbrook. Up top, Capella. Zubac's defending. Clock at 6. Westbrook kicks to Rivers. The pass to Tucker. Over Harrell. And it comes off the front of the rim.
And he's just a tough defender. Good positioning to get after that shot.
Did a good job guarding the mid-range. Extended out nicely and definitely bothered the shot.
Now here's Gordon. Westbrook. They get it again. Shot by Gordon. Wide open. Drops one in from the wing. Gordon's got his second basket.
Quick release from Gordon. Like seeing him shoot it as soon as he gets it. You know, P.J. Tucker drafted back in 2006. Wow, that's a dozen years ago already. But, you know, he spent a handful of seasons in Europe early on refining his game. A good move for him. Came back with a three-point shot that's become the foundation of his offensive arsenal.
Love the attitude of Westbrook. Continues to improve at running the offense and finding ways to create opportunities for his teammates.
And here's Beverly. He brings it up for the Clippers. Kicks to Harrell. Back to Beverly. That's tipped. Oh, trying for it. Out of bounds. Houston takes possession. And P.J. Tucker, a 6'6" player, a combo forward, really versatile.
You know, in some ways that used to be a backhanded compliment, but his combination of strength and quickness and his rebounding ability. I mean, this guy is tenacious at chasing down loose pumpkins and plays defensively either forward position quite strongly. So, a lot of value from P.J. Tucker.
Here's Westbrook. Got a piece of it.
How impressive was that? The little fella, Beverly, extending out for the block. Showed us some nice timing for a guy that's not much taller than 6'2".
Now here's Leonard. Following the miss by Russell Westbrook. Shoots over Tucker. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. Outside Gordon. And Tucker has it in the corner. Hits the three-point bomb. Tucker's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. L.A. has gotten into trouble with the three ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. And Beverly kicks to Leonard. Solid shot from the distance of about 14 feet. Leonard's got 4 this quarter.
Well, I tell you what, I like the clip he's shooting at. Extremely effective. If you're on defense now, you got to get the ball out of his hands.
And Tucker has it in the corner. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Westbrook's got 4 assists in the game.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Now here's Leonard. 10 points for him. With play. Count that one. Leonard's got the game tied up here for the Clippers.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
Westbrook against Beverly. Here's Westbrook. D right on him. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. In NBA history, only a handful of rookies have averaged 20 points and 10 rebounds. And Clark, you were one of them.
Yeah, it's a point of pride for me. Obviously wasn't able to be part of a playoff team in the short time I played, but did distinguish myself individually for the short time I played, and that's fairly select company when you talk 2010 guys as rookies, and it's a pretty impressive list to be on. Actually, one of my peers, Terry Cummins, is also part of that first-year 2010 group.
You talk about names: Wilt Chamberlain, Lou Alcindor, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Hakeem, Tim Duncan, Bird, Shaq. I mean, what great names.
Yeah, some phenomenal names, no doubt about it. Glad to be on that roll call list.
And Russell Westbrook drops them both.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
Boy, it certainly appears to be the case, Greg. I mean, they've spent a lot of time at the foul line attacking the rim and being physical.
And now he's taken a solid opening in the quarter and built on it here in the second.
Timeout called the Rockets. And Greg, one of the stories that had started developing since last season was the talk of Kawhi Leonard wanting out. Too many soured relationships, it seemed.
And he was eventually moved after requesting a trade. Pop and the Spurs tried just about everything they could to convince him to stay. Probably the most drama for a team known for not having any drama.
Here. Rocks 7 of 15 from the field here in the second quarter. Just under 50% shooting. Poked away. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Rockets will retain possession. Inside, and he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam. Guys, what a tight start to the game this has been.
And it's still in the first half. This could be a wild one.
And a chance now to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for Houston.
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
They're crashing the offensive glass hard, too. I mean, they've dropped in several second-chance baskets.
Los Angeles has gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight and nailed 5 of them. And it's Eric Gordon with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Here's George. Up and in for the basket. Number 4. That makes him 4 for 5 now.
Taking advantage of that length inside, George has the size and touch to score with ease from there.
Westbrook finds Capella. The tray. That one misses. Excellent D there from George. Down low. It's in. He's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
And George able to adjust his shot there. A tough one to block when he does that.
And so Westbrook will bring it up for the Houston Rockets. Trailing by 2. Inside, trying to find Capella, gets it to him. He can't get that one.
A highlight reel play all the way, just can't connect.
I thought the pass looked good and just came up a skosh short, but I like the initiative and the intention.
Now Westbrook, he has 6. Gets that one to drop. That's his 3rd field goal in 8 tries.
And, you know, Westbrook is fearless. Likes getting deep inside and finishing around the rim and plays in attack mode all the time.
Right side, Leonard. Out to the right wing. Shamet. Again, Los Angeles. Gordon. He dishes it to Westbrook. To the paint. Here's Capella. Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him. Capella's got 10 points.
Sheer power there from Capella. Not an easy guy to contain when he's going up with the shot.
And Beverly kicks to Leonard. Beverly, the pass to Leonard. The three from George. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. 14 points for Paul George.
Evan, there's no stopping him right now. I mean, he's locked in this quarter. This defense has to get the ball out of his hand.
And the rejection by Zubac.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
Yep, it counts. Zubac has got the lead up to 7 now for Los Angeles.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
And that's foul number 2. And maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another before half.
The Rockets have made 6 of their 7 attempts at the line in this one.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
And he makes the first.
And, you know, when Gordon is healthy, he's extremely effective. I mean, he's a high-motor player who strokes it well from deep, actually strokes it well from everywhere.
Tyson Chandler, he's checked in for the Rockets. James Harden comes in for P.J. Tucker. All free throws good from Eric Gordon.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
Yeah, I don't think it's an accident that aggressiveness correlates with playing better. So the aggressiveness is starting to pay off.
Williams looking around. Second shot opportunity. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. They get Russell Westbrook.
That was simply a matter of the quickness of Williams causing that foul. We'll see if he can cash in at the line.
You know, there are certain players who just seem to have a knack for putting the ball in the basket. Lou Williams is in that category.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good.
Well, he's an outstanding free throw percentage shooter. I mean, for his career, one of the best is Williams.
Green, he's checked in for Eric Gordon. And so he makes both from the line. Rockets trail by 7. Leonard with the steal.
If they play it right, we're talking a 2 for 1.
Well, you're maximizing your possessions. That's the critical thing here, and they've got to make sure the timing is right, though.
Now, here's George. 7-point game, the biggest lead in the game. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Williams. Houston's gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. And there's the foul. It'll go on Mo Harkless. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. The Rockets have knocked down 8 of 9 free throw attempts. I'd say those numbers read pretty well. The first one at the line is good. So he gets them both.
And didn't have a single free throw in that first quarter, but he started to play with a little bit more of an edge to his game here in the second.
15. Five to shoot. Passes it to Williams. From past the arc. That one, no good.
And extending the D there, putting a lot of pressure on the shooter.
You're exactly right. Patrolling the perimeter well and didn't allow the shooter to get off a clean look. That's what you would call A-plus defense.
Kawhi Leonard has been on display for the LA Clippers. Scoring, rebounding, he was all over the place during that quarter. They are riding his performance right now. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. Kawhi, a big first half for you all offensively, but big first half for them, too. Any concern there?
They're still scoring pretty good, so we got to play better defense second half because we don't know if we're going to keep making the shots that we're making right now.
We'll see who can get some stops, Kawhi. Thank you. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings, friends and neighbors. One half down, another half to go. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Kawhi Leonard is having one of those nights. He ended up with 15 points, 5 rebounds, and 1 steal. And taking a look at the Clippers, Kenny, what did you see out there?
Well, so far they won the battle of assists. They played more patiently and very unselfish in the first half. Good shot selection and nice flow of offense.
And Shaq, let's get your input on the Rockets.
Well, I love that they were forceful at their offensive end. They got the shots they wanted. They played aggressively and got to the line. A strong attacking mindset. I like it. We'll see if they bring the same attitude in the second half, though.
And that'll about do it as we get ready for the second half. Let's take you down to Kevin Harlan.
Shout out to my man Joel.
Joel, what up?
We return to Los Angeles now with a look at the Staples Center from high above the arena. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Kawhi Leonard really has his fingerprints all over this one.
Well, they've done a good job of letting the game come to them and really few forced shots here so far.
And, you know, Greg, I like how they've set the pace. There's a lot of time left in this one, so there's no rush. You don't have to go 70 miles an hour. Keep it at about 45.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Clippers leading by 5. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Paul George. Then it's Patrick Beverley. Then it's Ivica Zubac. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Doc Rivers. And here's Westbrook. He'll bring it up for the Rockets. He kicks it to Gordon. Harden outside. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Leonard's got his 6th rebound on the night. Pass to Beverley. Shoots a 3. Good on the triple. Beverley's got the first bucket of the third here for Los Angeles.
And Beverley is very consistent from outside. Solid at hitting the 3 ball when given the opportunity to shoot it.
And too long on the shot.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Shamet. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
A nice move to create a gap there in the defense and get to the bucket.
In the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, the Clippers have hit the reset button, and you wonder how that affects their head coach, Doc Rivers. Now, he seemed reluctant to lead a rebuild with the Celtics, but he's on board doing it with the Clippers. Even though the Clippers relieved him of his title of president of basketball operations in 2017, Rivers has just signed a new extension that will keep him coaching the team for the next few years. Kevin?
Well, if nothing else, D.A., he has guided them through some pretty dark hours. Thank you. Here is Harden. Paul George making his last shot. Tucker with the ball. 6 points for him. Here's Gordon. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. Gordon's got 8 points. Oh, no, he may have gotten injured right there. He's in a lot of pain.
And that's the one thing you just really can't control or even guard against, and that's injury.
Yeah, you know, aside from some of the player protection rules, which have been of benefit, a lot of it just comes down to what the body can withstand.
And the Rockets making a change here. Chandler's checked in. Knocks it loose. George against Harden. Pass to Zubac to the inside. George. Good once again. That makes him 8 for 9 this game.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Dime-dropping delights is what I call it.
That is a nice pass. I will give you that one.
Yeah, he was on the money, that's no doubt. Offensive rebound. Chandler kicks it to Tucker. Harden outside. From downtown. Doesn't go that time. Empty that time from Leonard.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
The Clippers in the past few seasons, Greg, have completely overhauled their roster. They are making some serious changes here.
Practically nobody from the team 2 years ago is still with the franchise. It was a complete teardown, and they felt they needed to hit the reboot button. Jerry West knows what he's doing, though, and he's done this before with great success.
Without question, George is displaying his skills today.
I don't think the defense has an answer for him, Kevin. I mean, he's simply going off right now, knocking down everything.
And 3 minutes into the second half now. Here's Gordon. And that one's drained from the low block. Gordon's got 10 points in the game.
Defensive rebounding, just such a crucial part of the game.
Yeah, it's finishing your defense, Greg. We know that. You can defend, then you got to rebound the miss, and you got to get to the glass with intensity.
Leonard, no luck.
And that's the shot you want to create. They just can't get it to fall.
That's what I call an everything but. Good execution, just didn't knock it down. But you're right, they're happy with that shot.
Oh, and just a soft touch on both ends of that pretty alley-oop.
I got to say, when he threw the pass, I didn't know where it was going.
Neither did the defense.
The shot by George, no good.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Gordon deciding where to go with it. The pass to Westbrook. Back to Gordon. There's the three. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Westbrook's got his 8th assist in the game. A chance here to get a quick injury report. Let's get an update on Clint Capella with David Aldridge.
Well, guys, I was able to talk with Houston's head athletic trainer about his status. After taking a look, he informed me that it doesn't look too bad. He won't return for this game, and depending on the final prognosis, he may miss a number of games before making a return. I'll let you know more details as soon as I find them out. Kevin?
All right, David, thanks for checking in and letting us know how he's doing.
And let's just hope that he doesn't have any setbacks during his recovery.
Yeah, I'm with you there, guys. One thing we know is that he's not going to let it get him down. I mean, it'll only motivate him to work harder to get back as soon as possible.
And you can sense things now starting to tighten up. Their offense has become unstoppable.
And, Greg, I'm not quite sure why it took him as long as it did to finally get things going, but as we always say, better late than never.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles.
And not surprising, obviously unhappy with the lack of response from his team.
Can't blame him. I mean, the effort hasn't been there, just has not been there. Hopefully he can get the fire lit.
Montrezl Harrell, he's checked in for the Clippers. And a switch here also for Houston. Rivers, he's checked in for Russell Westbrook. Here's Leonard. Los Angeles with another miss.
It's just one of those games for him so far. Nothing seems to be finding the bottom of the net.
Here's Harden on the wing. Rivers finds Chandler. Shamet defended by Gordon. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Clippers will retain possession. And the Clippers making a change here. Williams is checked in. Here's George. Lets it go from the baseline and nails it. George has got 6 points in the quarter.
And with that one, it ends an 11-0 run by the Rockets.
Rivers against Beverly. And here's Harden for three. But they'll get another chance. It's good, and the Clipper lead is cut down now to just 4 points with the basket from Eric Gordon.
Nice to see Gordon use his touch down low. I mean, not the biggest guy, but still skilled at scoring close to the bucket.
Now here's Williams. He's got 7. Kicks it to Beverly. Puts up a 3. Knocks down the 3 ball. Beverly's got 10 points in the game.
And, you know, Beverly continues to develop that jump shot of his. I mean, it looks better and better with each passing game. Credit to his hard work.
Beverly against Rivers. Passes it to Tucker. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Gordon. It's tipped. They retain possession. Rivers against Leonard. Back to Chandler. And Chandler throws it down.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you could see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up.
And that's what those alley-oops will do for a team. Ignition, switch, ignite.
And Beverly kicks to Williams. Leonard, the pass to Harrell. And Harrell slams it in.
And bullseye with that assist. Nice delivery there in traffic.
He's trailed by 7.
And with Kawhi Leonard, he just does everything well on the floor. Offense, defense, rebounding, runs the floor. I mean, he is one of the more complete players in our league. He can completely take over a game on both ends. Well, 1 make and 6 attempts. I think it's fair to say he's had a rough start to this quarter.
And Greg, with Kawhi, started as a defensive stopper, but he now is so much more than that.
I mean, he's got a great outside shot, that pull-up jumper, the turnarounds in the post. He has the complete repertoire. You never would have thought he was only viewed as a defense guy once upon a time, but was already a fantastic player. But this is a guy that continues to just add to his game.
Throw good, James Harden. Here's George. He's got 20. He kicks to Harrell. Rivers against Williams. Back to Harrell. A second chance effort, and Chandler sends it back.
And how about the basketball IQ of Chandler? Just knows exactly when to sky and commit to blocking shots.
Now here's Rivers. 8 points for him. Shot clock at 6. Launches a 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Down low, 11 feet away, and it's Harrell missing. And so it's Harden bringing it up for the Rockets. 4-point game. Pass to Rivers. Houston moving the ball around. Green dishes to Chandler. Goes up from the top of the key. And that one hits back iron. Los Angeles has gone into the 3-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Harkless finds Harrell. Harrell slams it in.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
Now here's Harden. He's got 11.
That's platinum level dime dropping right there by Harden. Such a smart passer. Gets us to his teammates on time and on target.
Williams kicks to George. Back to Williams. Over Rivers. That misses off the backboard.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy ones. And every once in a while, he'll show up and give you some great moves around the hoop.
Outside Williams. Back to George. Over Rivers. And there's Paul George on the assist by Williams. 22 points for George.
No success thus far trying to guard George tonight. I mean, he is absolutely shredding.
Rivers kicks to Harden. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. And in their own words, the Houston Rockets obsessed with beating the Warriors.
Couldn't quite get over the hump in the Western Conference Finals, but they gave the Dubs everything they could handle. Hopefully a rivalry that will continue to excite fans for seasons to come.
Shooting 2.
And he knocks down the first one. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Houston. And so he's able to get 1 of 2.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
Stolen. Rivers surveying the D. Harden outside. Over in the corner, Green. 5 to shoot. Another miss by Houston.
I think that's got to affect your mental game. I mean, missing open shots like that, unacceptable, and it'll probably mess with your head a little bit too.
Now here's Williams. He has 7. Rebound by Harden. Harden's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. They get a hand on it, and the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by George. It's Rivers on the wing. He's guarded by Williams. Here's Tucker. He nails it, and we're tied up. Tucker's got 9.
Tell you what, for a guy who's inconsistent from 3, Tucker's showing you he can be scary out there at times for a defense.
Now here's Williams. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own.
And that's how you answer back.
Exactly, Greg. I mean, go right back at him. Show him you can shoot from outside all night long.
Rivers kicks to Harden. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark.
But still, eventually, you got to feel like he'll start knocking those down again.
Pass to Williams. In the corner, Harrell with it. Back to Williams. Clock at 6. Launches a 3. Williams missing again.
And, you know, it hasn't been his night, but his team still leads, so that's encouraging.
Shot is good, and the Los Angeles leads cut down to 1 on the bucket from Rivers.
Absolutely fearless. I mean, a nice subtle adjustment there going up against Wentz.
I could not say it any better, showing you some real focus, taking it inside against the bigger man. Major dominance, and it comes so easily for him. Fantastic at getting to his spots on the floor.
And talk about a terrific stroke. The defense was hoping that a three ball that deep wasn't going in.
Paul George, he's been the guy making things happen for the LA Clippers. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. We'll return shortly. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Yeah, platinum level dime dropping there, fellas. Accurate and on time.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. So on the floor for Houston, Russell Westbrook out there with Green. Then it's Harden. Then it's P.J. Tucker. Williams with the ball for the Los Angeles Clippers. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. He drops it in from the low post. Williams has got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for the Clippers. Here's Westbrook, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot two here. That's on Lou Williams.
And Russell Westbrook is as explosive a guard as we've seen in the history of the game. An incredibly gifted scorer who can also punch it on you.
And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for the Clippers.
Gentlemen, two shots.
Well, their passing has been picturesque, a thing of beauty in both halves. More than a few of their baskets have come off assists.
Yeah, and it doesn't hurt to be on fire from beyond. They have been really good from the three-point line.
And the first one drops. And the Clippers making a change here. He's perfect from the line this time. The Clippers shooting a superb 63% from the field. The dish to Harkless. There's the pass to Williams. Passes it to Zubac. The basket is good off the assist from Williams.
Good unselfishness there by Williams. I mean, he recognized the roller had the nice angle to score.
Harden outside to take the lead. No good on the shot as the Clippers taking it the other way. Williams passes to Zubac. Uses both hands to slam it down.
And the poise of Williams, so impressive, Kevin. Plays at his own pace. He's never in a hurry.
Harden outside. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Take a break. Take a break. Two shots.
Free throw drops for Harden. Kawhi Leonard's checked in for JaMychal Green. Eric Gordon, he's checked in for the Rockets. And both free throws good for James Harden. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth quarter. Kicks to Williams. He goes up again. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot two at the free throw line.
Way to attack there and then create the contact.
Really as close as you can get to an and one right there. He almost had it.
The first one falls. And he can't hit the second. Rockets trail by 3. And here's Gordon from outside. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Gordon's got 12 points here in the second half.
He's been a different guy here in the second half. His shooting percentage far better just before the break.
Rockets have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Harden inside the three-point line, and the Rockets getting another bucket right there.
And he has the chops for this, raising the intensity when it matters most.
Yeah, he's really calm in these situations. Simply takes his time in tight spots. You got to be patient, and he is playing to his strengths.
And just great offensive execution by both sides, leaving nothing on the table.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, Greg, both of these teams completely aligned, in sync right now. I mean, they are torching the Nets late in this ball game.
And as he squares up for mid-range, the defender right in his face.
Yeah, I like the fact, Greg, that he crowded the shooter there, made him uncomfortable, got into his airspace a bit. Looked like he forced the shot.
Took him no time at all on that one. And the Rockets lead by 2. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Rockets.
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. There's been an attack mode on the defensive end.
They've been firing on all cylinders in the transition game, too. I mean, they've really run the break well.
And the Clippers call time here. Patrick Beverly, he's checked in for the Clippers. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Doc Rivers talking to the team. He told them, hey, this game is there for you, but we got to go get it. 50-50 balls, getting to the basket. We have to give it all right now. Kevin?
A good score inside, and the defense really offering very little resistance.
Well, they don't have anybody to blame but themselves. Got to prevent them from getting good looks this late in the ball game. You got to come up with stops.
Three-pointer on the way. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Leonard's got 5 assists in the game. We played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Westbrook finds Tucker. Off target with his 3.
They came close there to tying it up.
Yeah, you know, and after the way they fought back into it here in the fourth, that would have been a big bucket for them. Always got to patrol the three-point line. When you don't, you suffer the consequences.
And it's Harden with the ball for Houston. They trail by 6. Outside Gordon. Will it go? Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Gordon's got a pair of 3s here in the fourth quarter for the Rockets. And Beverly kicks to Zubac. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. And Zubac picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Rockets trail by 3. Now Westbrook. Kicks it out to Harden. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
He's putting on a commanding performance here. He's hit 2 3-pointers in each half now.
Beverly, the pass to Leonard. Sinks the triple. Leonard's got 5 points now in the quarter.
First 3 of the half. Second, and heat up.
Now, here is Harden. Pass to Tucker. Over Leonard. Tucker can't get it to go. Clippers leading by 3. Shamet. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. The first one falls. Houston making a switch here. Hartenstein's checked in. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Rockets trail by 5. Outside Westbrook. Poked loose. Stolen by Beverly. And here we go. Fast break. Beverly's got it. Rebounded by Tucker.
Boy, the defense was great. Superb. Stellar. Platinum level. Can't really contest that shot any better than that.
And the basket by Gordon.
Gordon with surgeon-like precision scoring the ball. Man, I love watching this guy work.
Beverly finds Zubac. Shoots it up. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And great effort on the boards. And what a mean that was, Kevin. I mean, you just will not see him ever quit on a play.
That guy is a handful. You've got to have a body on him at all times.
And you know what? Sometimes that's not even enough. He'll go around, over, or through you to get to the pumpkin.
Shamet over in the corner, Beverly. A three-pointer, no good. Rockets trail by 5. To the inside, Hartenstein passes to Westbrook. Outside Leonard. Shoots over Tucker. Leonard, no luck. Houston's gotten 3 of their 6 three-pointers to fall here in the 4th. Double team on Westbrook. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. And it's the Rockets with the ball. Harden the pass to Hartenstein. Right side Westbrook. Clock at 6. Harden outside from past the arc. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Leonard's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. And here is Harkless. Dishes it to Beverly. Three-pointer on the way. That one falls through. It's his 6th make from the floor this game. Now 6 for 10.
This is a fantastic performance in this half. He didn't play as well in the first, but you just know with this guy, he's always ready to turn it around.
Now, here is Harden. Back to Westbrook. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw missing, and the Clippers making a change here. George is checked in, and a change for the Rockets. Davis is checked in. Good on the second free throw. Clippers leading by 7. And George kicks to Zubac. Back to George. Five on the clock. Shamet. The shot's good on the assist by George. George has got assist number 8 here in this one already. Now a timeout called by Houston.
Yeah, you can sense he wasn't happy with how things are going here. Probably looking to change it up a bit.
Nothing wrong with that. You got to be flexible. When something isn't working, you adjust, you modify, you go to something else. That's what the best coaches do.
Chance now to recognize our Jordan Player of the Game, Paul George.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. And that has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
What a connection he has to these fans. They love him here. And the more he has games like this, the deeper that connection gets. Tucker uses the glass to finish the layup. Tucker's got 4 this quarter.
Using that strong upper body, Tucker can definitely play through contact.
Beverly finds Zubac. Here's George. Back to Zubac. The shot's good on the assist by George. Zubac has got 19 points.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
Knocked loose. That's going to be out of bounds. The Rockets will retain possession. Clark, he's checked in for Bennett. And it's the Rockets with the ball. It's a 10-point game, and he gets the bucket. 15 points for Russell Westbrook.
Boy, I tell you what a well-designed play, executed beautifully, too.
Here's George. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And the Clippers lead by 10.
Boy, George so long in all limbs, arms and legs, and he covers a lot of space in short bursts of time because of it.
Now here's Gordon. Takes a shot at the elbow, and it's the Clippers with the rebound. Zubac has got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Pass to Beverly. Middle. Zubac the pass to George. Shot clock at 5. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And now it's a 12-point Clipper lead.
Still attacking, building on this lead coming down the stretch.
Yeah, he's clicking right now, and at the right time, too, Greg. I mean, playing with a bunch of confidence in this fourth quarter.
He gets that one. Gordon's got 25 points in the game.
And Gordon has the burst of speed you like to see in a guard. Excellent at knifing through the defense to the cup.
The pass to Leonard. Shoots over Tucker. And it's Leonard missing. And it's Westbrook with the ball. He brings it up for the Houston Rockets. There's a minute 34 left in the game. A nice shot by Tucker.
And while Tucker is not a guy who always looks for his own shot, he has improved his jumper.
And Beverly kicks to George. Leonard on the wing. Shoots a fader. Again, Los Angeles. Rockets trail by 9. And 1:01 left in the fourth. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That's the first, and that brings them within 8. Williams, he's checked in for Patrick Beverly. Tyson Chandler, he's checked in for Houston. And he is unable to get the second one.
Not nearly as productive a trip to the line as he'd have liked. They need all their free throws to go down at this point.
And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That's foul number 2 for him. .50 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. 5 to shoot. Here's Williams, and again the Clippers good for 2.
And leaving nothing to chance here on this game-clinching run.
Exactly. Cold-blooded. Separation solidified. Great effort.
Now a timeout called by Houston. They're down by 10. There's 38 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Seconds left in the fourth quarter. They're this close to putting it away.
Yeah, they don't need to do anything special. Just take time off the clock.
Back to Zubac. Banked in off the glass. And now a 12-point Clipper lead.
I'll tell you what, the energy in this arena, you can feel it.
Big time. I mean, it's amazing. Their crowd letting them hear it. And that's always inspiring. They want to see this thing get wrapped up.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give them any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
Gentlemen, 2 shots. Loose shots.
That one is off. So he comes up empty, missing both. Williams with the ball. So the Clippers winning this one easily. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. And once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much, Paul. Congrats on the win. Where's your team's attitude right now?
Continue to, play together.
and we can just stick to that, keep working, staying confident, keep defending, and knocking shots down, we'll be all right.
Looked like it all came together tonight, Paul. Thanks very much. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long and good night, everyone.